Okay, this is Jeff, and he's going to tell us about his car.
Jeff, USO Car Club, Lima, Ohio. I have a 1975 Caprice Classic out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Got a tooth pump, basically a whammy setup, 6 batteries. Original 1975 Caprice, all OG, for the exception of the wheels and the suspension and hydraulics. Had the car now for about 2 years. I actually had a 93 Fleetwood.
Okay.
And I did a title for title swap. Now that car was built, I mean, it was done. Did a title for title swap out of Dallas, Texas. Met the guy in Memphis. We liked the deal, went ahead and did it. So I got the car original, all original, put the hydraulics on it.
Okay.
And suspension. And that's pretty much it. California car.
Okay, okay.
He picked it up in California.
Okay.
At a small dealership.
Okay.
I saw the car on the internet and I reached out more or less and what do you think about a 93 big body Fleetwood? And that was painted. Vinyl top was taken off, candy roof, pinstripe, silver leaf, chrome rear end, chrome suspension, 8X to the nose, 8 batteries, and I put a lot of money in that car, but I wanted to get back into an old school.
Sure.
So basically, we talked for about a month, and we went ahead and did the trade. So
there you go.
Title for title. Now I just put the suspension and hydraulics in it.
Okay.
That's the story on this car. 46,000 miles, California car.
Okay. Cherry, man. I had a buddy in high school that had one of these. His dad gave it to him. It was a family car.
All original interior.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff in here I had from with the Chicago Super Show.
Okay.
2 weeks ago. When I park in the garage, I'm just so beat. I trailer the car, and I dropped it. I got back at 10 o'clock at night, and usually an indoor show. Dropping in the car, you're there for 7-8 hours. Then it's rolling out of the arena, and that can take up to 3-4 hours. 4.5 hour drive. So when I got back home to Cincinnati, I pretty much just dropped the car, or left the car in the trailer with my truck.
Right.
And drove this back to the house. Next day, swapped it back out, put it in a buddy's garage, left it, and I still got all my cleaning supplies and everything in it. So.
Sure. Yeah.
Original 350 motor, 2-barrel carburetor. Other than that, it's you don't see too many of the hardtop 75 glass houses. We call them glass houses.
Okay.
They're big down in the south, especially convertibles.
Okay.
But it's very rare you see a hardtop, especially around here in the Midwest.
Yeah. Really nice, man.
Thank you.
Okay, you said you're the only guy from Lima, Ohio.
That lives in Cincinnati. I'm a part of the Lima, Ohio chapter. USO, of course, means brothers in the Samoan language.
Okay.
Who our founder started 30 years ago in the back streets of Carson, California.
Okay.
He brought his culture, the Samoan culture. His name is Kita Lealau. He brought his culture to the lowrider world to where, hey, this is family. Let's make this family oriented.
Yeah.
Back in the early or late 80s, gangs were big in LA.
Yeah.
So he wanted to bring that family oriented vibe to the club.
Right.
So USO in the Samoan language means brothers.
Okay.
So we have all types of culture, all types of different. You got bankers, attorneys. We got 50 chapters across the world.
Okay.
We may have 2 cars in Sweden.
Okay.
We have a few cars in Australia. We just had our 30th last year in October in Hollywood, California.
Okay.
30th anniversary, so a lot of us took our cars out there. We cruised Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay.
Saw the roots in the back alley where it all started.
Sure.
It was,
yeah. Well, see, I lived in Hawaii, had a lot of Samoan friends, and so I can appreciate.
That's my mother's Filipina. We got Hawaiians, Samoans, blacks, Chinese, white, all in our club.
Me too.
And but USO means brothers. You see the 2 palm trees. The banner is for George Jimenez.
Okay.
Eric Jimenez's brother. Now Kita was neighbors with George and Eric.
Okay.
Back before the club started.
Okay.
He lived right down the street. And asked them, let's make a car club. Let's join a car club. At the time, they said, oh, no, Well, Eric and George were probably basically the sons of Keita.
Right.
Not blood related, but that's where the club started.
Right, the roots.
Right, and George just passed away less than a year ago.
Okay,
so
okay.
He's what we call an OG,
Yeah.
an original.
Yeah. Memorialized.
Right. Keita passed away about 2 years ago, and his wife about 6 months later. So
Oh, wow.
his sons kind of keep it going.
Did she kind of grieve herself, or?
I think that's more what it is. You know, usually they say when your other passes,
Yeah.
after a while, it's
Yeah, when you're in love,
right.
you know, it breaks the heart, and it's hard on them.
Right, so it means a lot to fly that plaque in the back window.
Yeah, yeah, some history.
In the low riding world, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What did you say the nickname was?
I named the car Charlie Brown instead of Charlie Brown. So,
Okay, all right.
due to the fact of the color and I thought it was a unique name.
And it is.